Hey folks, this is ioether and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is EpicNewb in his 8.8 Jag Tiger. This is the Tier 8 Premium TD for the Germans. It's a great little tank. Little being ironically named in this particular case. And yeah, this is Assault on Karelia. It's a Tier 8 game. So, Epic is high up on the board, top tier. It's really a Tier 7 game with a few Tier 8s in it. And are we getting pushed? Yes, we are. AMX AC46 has decided to give us a shove. That's great, thank you very much, sir. Doesn't really improve our speed too much, but it's always nice when a friendly decides to give you a shove. That poor guy playing the AMX AC46 must be truly in heaven after playing the potato that is the Tier 6 French TD. The potato. Hey, it looks like a potato with a gun stuck in it. And it's about as armored and bulletproof, right? Anyways. Just blathering on while Epic gets himself up into position. It looks like most of our TDs have actually come down south with us, and most of our heavy tanks are up north. Considering the fact that half our team is heavy tanks and half our team is TDs, I guess that's not particularly surprising. We got a Tiger P and a, was that T20? T29, I think, in the center. I don't know what they're all doing down there, but ooh, look, a Comet. It looks like Epic's gonna poke himself out here, and ooh, he takes some shot fire, but I mean, these guys aren't hitting his lower plate, so mostly they're just gonna bounce. At this range, they're gonna have a hard time doing actual damage to him. And since half of his tank is actually covered by the rocks he's hiding behind, they can mostly just do stuff like that. Take his tracks off and bounce off the front of him. Good job taking the tracks off that T-34. Should let him put at least 2 more shots into the actual T-34. No! Oh well. 1 more shot, try and get his tracks again, and he's just going to back off and let people keep shooting at the rocks. So he's trying to position so only his gun is sticking out, just like that. There we go. And that will protect his lower plate and, well, keep him mostly safe. Oh, somebody's still peppering him. At this point in time, it's just silly to keep firing at the front of a 8.8 Jag Tiger. Unless you're up close and you have side shots on this thing, or you can actually hit the lower glacis, it's not worth taking these long range shots. Ooh, the Comet! Doing something incredibly dumb. Almost getting killed for it immediately. However, Angus tracked out in the open. Now he's dead. Yeah, that wasn't a smart move, Mr. Comet. Now, if you had a whole lot of backup coming with you, or you had somebody that, you know, or if Epic had been dumber and like turned sideways onto your team, yeah, I can say that was probably worth it. But all that happened was that you got, you know, some more potential damage in on Epic, and then he killed, and the rest of his team killed you. So nothing really good happened in all that. Oh look, now they're firing HE at us. That was the T29 who has apparently decided to load HE shells in desperate attempts to do something helpful in this battle. Oh. Is that more HE? I don't know. Ooh, look at that. The back end of the T25/2 takes his tracks off, should be able to finish him off right there. And now there's only a few tanks left on the enemy team. 5, in fact. Sorry, 6. My ability to do math is impaired. Ooh, wait. Our Ferdinand is currently doing battle with an SU-122-44 up on our hill near our spawn point. That's kind of cool. I wonder who's going to win that battle. Nope, can't see. So Epic just pokes out far enough to get spotted, and then he's getting back into cover. And he's just going to take care of this T-29, who by the looks of it doesn't have the top gun. That's what that little 0 above his head means. And if you see 2 zeros, that means he's still got the stock turret. And no, wait, sorry. That little 0 means that he can possibly have the top gun, but he's definitely got a stock turret on. One of the reasons I like this mod. So much information. Okay, so at this point, there's no point in Epic just staying back there, so you might as well charge forward, get closer, and dish out some damage from, a range where you can start to really focus on tanks and pick out weak spots. And it doesn't matter if he fires on the move. This gun reloads so fast that firing on the move, it's not a waste in the slightest. Now, if he had actually wanted that kill on the T-29, he could have stopped, focused, and fired, and probably got the kill before the Tiger P finished him off. But, oh well, right? It's not the end of the world. And it looks like the SU-122 has destroyed our Ferdinand, and he won that little battle. Ah, there we go. That's what firing through cracks in the rocks to take out the enemy Jagd Tiger 8.8. Doesn't actually kill him, but does a whole bunch of damage to him. Makes him feel sorry that he was sitting there. Now he's going to run around these rocks and hit this IS from behind, and this poor guy is not going to have a chance of surviving this game. Looks like the enemy SU is going to try and desperately win this game, but I don't know how he's going to do that, especially with his IS, but he's almost dead. No, missed that shot, but it doesn't matter because he's going to get reloaded before he turns this corner. The IS is just charging out into death, and the AMX picks up the kill. Now there's no point in going after the other 8.8 because he's just going to get killed by our friends over there. Yep, he's already dead. So Jag is either going to go sit in the cap or charge off to kill that SU-122. And I actually think that at this point in time, sitting in the cap is the better idea. And the reason for that is this is a assault battle. And if our team spends more than 2 minutes chasing this guy around the map without killing him, we lose. So it's better to sit in the cap and make him come to us if he wants to kill us. Now Epic is also doing the right thing by firing randomly into these bushes, because he's probably up on that hill. So you might as well put shots into those bushes, and you might hit him at some point. If you hit him, maybe you ammo rack him, maybe you set him fire, maybe you just make him run and suddenly he's exposed to your entire team. Doesn't really matter, but you might get lucky, so you might as well fire the shots. And that's a great game. 3,000 experience for this game with his daily double, but without the premium. That was his Master Badge First Class. He also picked up Cool Headed, which is awesome, and Steel Wall, which he rightly deserved. He did a little bit of spy and image, but mostly he was just him sitting up on that hill, absorbing all the enemy fire that came his way, and dishing out a little bit of it in return, but not as much as he absorbed. And keep that in mind, considering he dealt out 3,193 points of damage, and that's not even in the ballpark of how much he absorbed. A good portion of his team survived, and even more impressive, most of his teammates, all but maybe 3 or 4 tanks, did over 800 damage. That's really impressive considering on the other team, about half of them didn't do 800 damage. He fired 42 shots, about half of those hit and penetrated, but everything it hit actually went in and did some damage. Also, he absorbed 7,000 damage. Now it says he received 3 penetrating hits. That's not true. 2 of those just took his tracks off, and 1 was an HE shell that actually did damage to him. But really, when it comes down to it, he was sitting in such an amazing spot that no one could even hurt him as much as they tried to. That was a great game, Epic. Thank you so much for sending it in. Thank you guys for watching and hitting that like or subscribe button. I'll see you next time. This is ioether out.